team members, I would have done everything myself, right? I would have done everything myself. So what Alan's method is for you to make a note of everything that you do for a period of about 7 to 14 days. And in those 7 to 14 days, you grade things according to how essential it is. Essential being this task brings money into the business, or this task is one or two notches away from bringing money into the business. And then the other grades are this task does not bring money into the business. And for fun, you can say, I really hate doing this task and it doesn't bring money into the business. Right from the jump, if you see a whole bunch of tasks going in that last column, which is I really hate this task and it doesn't bring money into the business, that would be where you actually want to look to start outsourcing things, in my opinion. But before you go ahead and outsource or bring anybody on board, you need to make sure that your SOPs are all on cue. When I say SOPs, that's just standard operating procedures. And back at the start, whenever you ask me what's the number one mistake people make, I said they treat their business like a hobby and not like a business. If you go to any McDonald's in the world, I'll use McDonald's because everybody knows McDonald's, you can say with 9 out of 10 certainty that what you get in one country is what you're going to get in another. And the reason that is because of SOP. The fries are cooked a certain way. The fries are cooked for exactly the same length of time. They use the same kind of fries. Some may argue that's bad for the environment because the type of potatoes that they use for the fries are quite difficult to produce. So they use the same kind of potatoes the world over. Burger buns are toasted the same way. The burger wraps are toasted the same way. Everything is, it's almost like everything is built on a production line. What you want to do is you want to look at how you can actually start building that production line for your own business. So rather than thinking, I'm going to get Sally May over here, who's a virtual assistant, to help me do my social media, you need to think, what do I need to do on social media? And when you say, what do I need to do on social media, that's how many times do I post? How do I create my social media images? How do I create my social media captions? Where do I find images if I haven't got images? Am I doing video? Where am I finding music for my video? Am I using stock footage for my video? So when you answer all those questions and you have that documented, when you then find Sally May, who has to do your social media management, it's easier for you to then give that task to Sally and make Sally responsible for doing your social media, as opposed to if the SOP wasn't there.
What are you doing then to help hospitality owners or just business owners, anybody that's tuning into this? What are you doing? What have you seen a gap in the market, and what have you created, and what are you doing to help sort of match tasks to potential virtual team members?
The biggest opportunity point that I see right now is so cheap, and with most businesses going online right now, there's no reason why you cannot hire, for lack of better terms, like a number 2 or a number 3 who's just one removed from your number 2, and have them do the things that you don't want to do. So we're using the term outsourcing a lot. I prefer to call it delegation, because when you delegate things in the business, you maintain responsibility for it, but you don't have the need to be the one actually doing the grunt work.
I realized that I need help. I really want to go about delegating and finding a virtual team member. Do you have a website? Is there anywhere where people can go where they can find out more? Obviously, we're going to have a talk about a link or a blog post, but where's the best place for people to go to find out more about you and what the work that you're doing?
That will be my website. Simply my first name and my last name, takeidiegbe.com. If you can't spell that, Mark is going to be nice enough to put this in the show notes, I assume.
Yeah.
So that would be the best place to go. I mean, right now on the website, there's a blog post which I put out, which breaks down my entire process for actually how I hire people. The next blog post that I'm working on is how to manage people virtually, because whenever people talk about outsourcing, they tend to sell you the sizzle, in the sense that when you outsource, you free up your time. When you outsource, there's going to be people working for you for like between $2 and $4 an hour. When you outsource, you're going to have the freedom to actually live the life you want to live whenever you started your business. But what they don't talk about is how do you manage the people that you've just brought on. So with what I'm doing and the content I'm going to be putting out, it will be mostly to answer those questions. As I said, the first one is how to find someone reliable, because that's the process that I use, from deciding who I want to hire to actually putting a job post out, to interviewing the person, to getting the person onboarded as part of my team.